Hello everyone, welcome back to Sing Like You're Living. I thought today we could look at musical choices. So following on from Bridging the Gap last time, we're going to look at indicators within the song that can help you navigate your way through it and find something that means a little more to you. And I'm going to look at 5 things today. We obviously have a melody line that has a lot of movement in it, so how do we plot the journey of that? A song has dynamics, which is the musical word for louds and softs. There is a tempo, which is the speed. We also have articulation, which is the way you sing lines, groups of notes. Is it smooth or chopped up, for example? And we can also look at a little bit of kind of harmony and the tone and the texture of what we're working on. So first up, melody. And for this, to start with, just want you to subscribe to the Aguilera school of note plotting. And I know those great balladeers like Aguilera and Mariah Carey and Ariana Grande, they like plotting the riffs, the runs with their hands, but I want you to do it with the whole song. So you just find a hand posture that you feel comfortable using. It could be like out like a handshake or flat down or just a finger or whatever. And you're just going to chart where you think the note sits relative to the previous note you've sung. So if it was happy birthday, we're just doing little movements to start with. And there's that bigger bit, the second to you. If we're doing somewhere over the rainbow, you're setting a scale that you feel is true. It's obviously not perfect, but it's putting it into your body just so you get the sense of where things are moving to. And when you're happy with that, you could try maybe using your whole body and with a slight bend of the leg or a slight extension of the spine to represent the same intervals. Or, to be honest, if you prefer that, you could do that one first. We also have maybe on a plane in front of you and behind you, a smaller interval could be a step forward, a larger one going up, a bigger step forward, and then an interval maybe going down. In the melody, you take a step back, a bigger downward interval, you take a bigger step back. And so hopefully one of those, or all of them if you try them, will help really set the journey of the melody into your body. And of course, the best performers perform with the whole body. They make it a whole body experience. Moving on to dynamic, a simple idea for that would be if you want to sing lightly, very softly, imagine you're just holding a little tiny box in front of you. It could be light as well, so you're just responding to the idea of holding a small, light box. And then if the song calls for a bigger volume, a louder volume, imagine you're carrying a bigger box, a heavier box. And of course, if there's a change, you can just imagine drawing your hands in if you're getting quieter, or expanding them on the line as you're getting louder. Dead simple, but pretty effective, as long as you are honestly reacting to what's in front of you. Then we have articulation. Articulation can be smooth, like the notes are joined together, and for that I just use your hand and imagine you're swaying a bit, grab a bit of Fred Astaire in your life, or you're smoothing icing over a cake perhaps, but you just want some smooth movement to encourage the smoothness of the notes. If it's staccato, like very broken up, you could imagine like little dart movements or little tiny prods to help get that out of you. If you want accents, you could think about a punch or a chop. And they're not used that often in songs, but when they are called for, use a slightly more forceful action. And maybe then also like pauses. If something is kind of paused, if you have to hold on to a note, think about maybe like a puppet master, a puppeteer, just drawing the strings up and holding the note there in suspension. So that's for articulation. Tempo for speed. Dead simple, walk around the room, and if there is a speed up of the song, you just walk a little bit faster. If the song slows down, you slow down. If your room is quite cluttered or small, you could embrace a little hamster wheel or one of those machines in the gym where you have the handles and you kind of rotate. So if it's getting faster, you just end up moving your hands a little bit faster, like working that wheel a little bit faster. And then it slows down, slows right down. And it's very difficult to do anything other than what your movement is doing, what your movement is telling you to do. Your body will respond to it, which is very helpful. Finally, harmony, which is, the texture of what the music is giving you. So if you've learnt your melody line, depending on what you're listening to, if it's a backing track with a piano will have more than one note being played for you, and that is the harmony. If it's a whole backing track, accompaniment that you've got hold of online, you might have drums, bass, synthesizers, whatever, and it all adds to the texture of the song. But really what I'm after here is just a simple mood gauge. Like, how do you feel when you're listening to this section of the music? Simply thumbs up, thumbs down. Does it feel major and positive? Thumbs up. If it feels more major, you can maybe raise your thumb a little bit higher, like this is going to make me feel a bit more positive. It's a bit more in the middle. Yeah, I don't know what this bit is doing to me at the moment. Maybe you'll make a decision up or down when you listen to it again. If it's going minor, if you feel like it's really entering a kind of dark, sad little moment, then take the thumb down. So 5 things there to help you really navigate and give you really useful kind of signposts and things to aid your journey through the song. As always, it's an incomplete list. Some things might work for you more than others. Disregard the things that don't work for you if you've given them a good, honest go. Keep the ones that work for you and try other stuff. Always interested to hear what works for you and what doesn't. So I'll see you soon for another episode. Hope that helped. All the best.